Hello, I'm Captain Steve Hyde of the Communication Committee of the FedEx Master Executive Council. With me today is First Officer Jim Plover of the Negotiating Committee. Good morning, Jim.
Thanks for having me.
Today we're in here to talk about the contract implementation. A lot of talk out on the line, a lot of questions out there. Hopefully we can clear some of those up. Where exactly are we in the contract implementation?
Well, to bring us right from the beginning, we're done all the date of signing and the Phase 2 implementation items. And as of the beginning of the September 2016 bid month, we just passed the Phase 3 deadline. We are virtually complete Phase 3. However, there are a few outstanding issues.
What are the outstanding issues right now in Phase 3?
All of the outstanding issues, without going into the minute details, are related to programming and coding issues that FedEx is having with some of their systems and the way they talk between each other. What
are some of the notable items in Phase 3?
Well, I think one of the ones most people are aware of anyway is this priority non-premium that's available. There's now 130% ticket allowance for first-class upgrades that we didn't have before. There's enhanced rest opportunities between trip segments that exceed eight actual block hours. And probably the biggest one most guys are talking about recently is the deviation bank allowance. And I can expand on that one a little bit because it's a concept that I think a lot of people are going to get some use out of, but it is a little bit complicated the way we're going to start it. The company is going to put it in place, and we've been told that it's actually available with the closeout of your July deviation expense report. Any funds that are left over, in other words, a positive balance in your deviation bank, will be halved and will be available to go back to cover any shortfall in June, or go forward at your option, at the pilot's option, to go forward and cover any shortfall in August. The automation for that isn't quite where we want it. When we tested it, it didn't quite turn out the way we thought it was going to, and we're just trying to refine those details with the company. So at this point, even if they have to manually go back, and if your July expense report closed out, and let's say they've already done a payroll deduction, all of those will be reversed, and it will come back to where we should be, which is your deviation bank allowance being used in either month.
When does Phase 4 begin?
Phase 4 is a target of November of this year, 2016. The deadline for that is the May of 2017 bid month. And some of those items are already in progress. But I think it's important for pilots to understand that Phase 4 requires significant changes to the programming and automation at FedEx and the way these systems that FedEx uses crosstalk with each other.
What about the SEC phase? What can you say about that?
The SEC phase, or secondary phase, is sort of the new paint job on the old car. It's enhancements to the existing secondary line system, and we have a target date to begin that implementation change in March of 2017 with no deadline.
What are the changes going on in the FTAs right now?
We've spent a significant amount of time discussing FDA ongoing implementation measures with labor relations at the company. We've come to an agreement with annual home visit. We also have tuition reimbursement, Kindergeld proposals that have been passed back and forth, and those are in progress to make sure we can sort of enhance or expand these benefits, particularly for the Cologne pilots. We're also working on a parking and ground transportation aspect of the ongoing implementation that will give the pilots the opportunity to be able to go to and from work really easily. I think what's important for a lot of people who aren't in the FDAs to realize is that here in Memphis or in Indianapolis, FedEx has parking lots that we use on a routine basis and don't think twice about it. But for pilots in the FDAs, that just doesn't exist. FedEx doesn't have those lots available. So we're trying to reach an agreement with the company that would give them the opportunity to go back and forth either using their cars or ground transportation. And I think the other thing to mention is this early exit footprint. We're in the process of discussing with the company the ability of a pilot to protect some time off so that he can get his affairs in order when they exit the domicile to come back to the United States or some other transfer to another domicile.
Very well. Hey, thank you very much for coming in here today. And thank you all for watching. For more information, please visit our website at fdx.alpa.org. And never pass up an opportunity to contact your block reps to let them know what you think. Thank you.